Happy Monday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? My name's Caroline. Welcome back. And today is going to be the last video from here up at the cottage. Maybe I'll be able to do a couple later in the season, but for today, this will be it for this trip up here. I have some stitching to share with you. I've been loving stitching on my friendship sampler. So I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute and just show you what I've been up to. I did find a mistake in the border, but I'm gonna work it into the plan because I'll show you, you'll see. I'm not gonna frog it out. Yesterday, today's the last giveaway. We are giving away the Hearthside Craftworks lap frame today. So I'm gonna wait, just like I did the other day, I'm gonna pull the winner in a couple hours and record that little segment with John so that he can have the honors of helping me announce the winner. And yeah, the cottage is quiet at the moment, so I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to get in a quick visit with you. And yeah, yesterday was, I don't even know where to start. Yesterday was just a culmination of everything happening with the squirrel and the windows and the snake and the bird's nest. And it's quite a it's not complicated, it's just, it will take me a long time to tell the story properly, to give it its due. And poor John, I will have put in some video footage at the beginning. So the full story involving the squirrel, the squirrel nest, the babies, the snake, the bird's nest, it's a really long story. And I would really like to save it to when I can actually sit down with a cup of coffee and enough data on my phone. We use our phones as hotspots for internet here, and it's a very long story to tell you all about what happened yesterday and sort of the setup of how yesterday came to pass, where we had to remove a squirrel's nest with babies from our breeze room up in the, not just like in a handy dandy location that was easy to get to, but up in the rafters in the soffits, and remove those babies and relocate them to a place that was safe and easy for the mother to find, which, spoiler alert, she did. So we're gonna set up a wildlife camera tonight and see if we can catch whether she's still there in the spot where we moved the babies, or if she has relocated the babies to another new home. Anyways, so it's a long story, and frankly, it's a little draining at the moment. Yesterday was a lot. Yesterday was really one of those days where I don't know how I don't know how John, you know, coped quite as well as he did yesterday, because it was a lot, and one thing after the other just kept happening. And you know, in the end, you sort of want to shake your hands and go, why are we up here again? So anyways, in the light of a new day, we're feeling a little bit better today. And yeah, so this is going to be my last video up here from the cottage, and then I'm going to take a little break from recording, and I will be back next week with a proper long Flosstube style video back at the workshop. So I have some stitching to share with you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and show you all about it. So you're getting a full view here of what's on my table. We've been playing Catan the last couple of nights. Really fun game. If you're into that with your family and friends, you know what that's all about. That's a great game. And then this morning, look what I found in the kids' bedroom. We must have read these Mercer Mayer books a million gajillion times, and I just love them. And so yeah, we found that this morning. Anyways, let me show you my stitching. Ellen Reed's Maximum Cross Stitch, the Friendship Sampler, and I am stitching the small version of this sampler. So as you can see, I've been a busy bee since Saturday. I've actually stitched a lot, and so my goal is to continue working on this for the remainder of this week and see how much more I can accomplish. So if you're following along on Instagram, this piece, this stitch along, has a hashtag called #MyFriendEllen'sSampler, and you are welcome to join in with either this sampler or Ellen's other sampler, which is There Is Always Room. So unfortunately, yesterday I discovered a mistake in the border. So let me show you my mistake and show you what I plan to do, because I am not ripping it out. I was stitching these chairs and I realized that because this chair is on one page of the pattern and this chair is on a separate page of the pattern. So I counted my spacing for this chair using this motif here. And then I counted my spacing for this chair using this border motif. And then I realized that they were supposed to be sitting at the same height, but if I used this, then this motif would be this chair would be one stitch lower than this chair. And I'm like, oh dear, okay, where's my mistake? So I started hunting. I counted all of the spacing in here, I counted the spacing here, and then I followed up my border to here where I found right there. There should be 6 stitches in that little part right there, and there's only 5. So that's exactly where I've made the mistake, and at this point I was already all the way down here. So this is an easy peasy fix, because if you look at the piece as a whole, no one would ever know that this is 1 stitch higher than this side. And so what I'm going to do is when I get to the bottom left corner, this section right there that's mirrored at the bottom, I'm just going to add 1 stitch right there, which should work perfectly if it all falls into place, and then my bottom border will be in the right location. Because there is only a 2 stitch margin in between the bottom border and the bottom of the house in the small version. There's not a lot of room for error. So it's good that I caught it now and not stitched the whole border and then tried to put in the house, because, well, then I would have had some either crying to do or some major fudging of motifs. So yeah, so this is There Is Always, it's not, that's the other piece. This is the Friendship Sampler by my friend Ellen Reed of Maximum Cross Stitch. And I am stitching this on a piece of 40 count porcelain linen, Roxy Floss Co Porcelain linen, with the called for Roxy Floss Co Flosses. And I love it. Look at that cute, cute, cute little embroidery hoop. Look at that. Isn't that great? Yeah. So I've explained this before, but in case you've missed it, I mistakenly put this phrase 1 stitch too low. So I have an extra row up here. So I'm thinking maybe I might put in a couple of little flowers, or I don't know, something like that, just to put a little bit of something interesting in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I feel like. So yeah, there's my stitching. So John and I have just done the drawing for the Hearthside Craftworks lap frame.
Indeed we did.
And we're thrilled to announce congratulations,
Tracy
Tracy
Frassard.
Frassard. Tracy Frassard, congratulations. You are the lucky winner of the Hearthside Craftworks lap frame. So feel free to send us an email, caroline@evertote.ca, and we'll get that out in the mail to you. So
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You are going to be receiving one of John's beautiful lap
Specially
frames.
made.
So once again, thank you to everyone for helping me celebrate this week and last week, 6 whole years here on YouTube. And we'll see you in a week or so back at the workshop for a regular floss tube. Happy stitching, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but this family is so ridiculous.
We don't know when you're starting.
I'm recording everything because hopefully I'll be able to pull 2 minutes from this piece of...
You should have a bloopers reel. That would be popular, I think.
Yeah.
Popular.
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 What's the line from
want to
Do you
be
poop out at
popular?
parties?
Do you want
Poop out at parties?
Do you want to be more
vitamin
popular?
Benjamin?
Do you poop out at parties?
Vitamin
Do you want to be
Benjamin.
popular?
I tell you. Okay. Happy Monday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. Yesterday was
The turkey that's long. Face dismissed.